Alright, here's a little problem I have. I think I've mentioned this before that I have a few of these. They're called catalog cases. And has a handle on the top. It's got a couple of wheels on the back. And what it was originally, they're used, they still use them, the salesmen for keeping their catalogs in them. They can carry it or they can roll it. So it's a useful piece. The problem being is, I need something like this. I don't want to get a bigger one. I don't know if they even make a bigger one. I'd like to see something a little bit wider, not so much deeper, but this is, I don't know, maybe what, 20 inches or so. I don't even know. Where else my tape measure? The interior on this is 16 inches, alright? And again, the interior is about 7 3/4. If this was about 10 inches by 16, it would be perfect. However, I don't see any of them around anywhere. Now the problem being is I have a computer in here. And I got a little padding, naturally, to keep it from getting banged around. I have a projector in here. I keep it in its case so it doesn't get banged around. I keep my little notebook in here. I keep some of the tests and documents in here. And actually, let me see here. I should, actually I got a bunch of these inside. I gotta leave this out. Come on, did I turn this on or did I not turn this on? Yeah, I turned it on, so why is it running?
So check this one out, man. Dude, this is the way. That's gotta be spendy, dude. I have no idea what something like this would go for.
Is that a detach someplace? I don't think so.
They're super expensive because of the drive system, propellers, the hubs, the gears
Hold on, guys.
all that. It just costs a lot of money. This is exactly what I got in mind, only way cheaper. Oh, dude, look at this. It's a fixer-upper.
Ah, there it is.
Dude, it's got the brush guard on it.
Hit a switch. So anyway, I also keep a tripod in there to go with the projector so I can get it at least 12 inches off the table so that it can work where it needs to work. Now, I'm trying to find room for things like this gangbanger here for plugs. I want to try to get room in there so that I can put the Bluetooth speaker, another hub with 6 banger on it, and the page scanner. Well, I can't seem to get that in there. I have no idea who that is, so I'm not going to answer it. So, and I have this, which helps me keep, there's not a lot in here. I can probably find something else to do with it, but it helps me keep my cables in one location. So when I'm setting up, I can plug the cables in, plug them out. When I'm done, I know everything goes in here, everything comes out of here. So it's nice to have this little piece for that reason. The problem being is I'm running out of room that I'd like to have had to do what I need to do here so that I can have it basically all in one. And that seems to be the issue because everything that I do have in here, I need. So my second, come on here, computer, what are you doing to me? Jeez. My second option was to, let me put this back in here, and put this back in here for now. Okay, let me put the tripod back in there. See, so basically all that and the mouse, basically that is kind of covered. Now there's not enough room to put this in there. Now this is a big one, and it's got a lot of cord, but I don't want to ruin it and cut it back. If it didn't have all the cord on it, I'd have more room. But I don't want to ruin a good heavy-duty extension. I don't have any of the short, cheap ones that I can trust. I do have, like this one. This would be probably one of the better things to work with, because with that and this cord, it would fit in there because it's small enough. However, this was epoxied at one time to a spot where I couldn't get in to screw it. And when I yanked it off, I just don't trust it anymore after that. So, you know, it's one of those things. New one. That wouldn't be a problem. I guess that can eliminate this. Because the power for everything here has filters on it. So I don't really need to have this big one. So I can do that. So, here's where my other options were. If that piece goes in there, I can probably still get the scanner in here. Yeah, there's probably room right here for the scanner. If I move this down to here. The speaker, I don't know, it's not that big. But again, if I'm going to try to put that other thing in here, the speaker's not going to work. You know what I mean? There's not going to be enough room if I were to put that other thing in here. And then I got this 6-banger. Now I really don't need this in here. But I'm trying to get the guys used to bringing in the USBs. And what I had done was, I went to Staples and I bought everybody, well, the squad paid for it, but I bought everybody a thumb drive. It says Gorilla on it. You know, it's like a black rubber. It's got the snap-on cap. It's a nice drive. I may have showed them to you before. I gave everybody in the squad one with information on it. And I told them, when you come in every month for the meeting, bring it with you. Because if there's any updating to be done, I can do it. So then I can just plug them all in and just do them. You follow? Excuse me. So that's the reason for this. However, I haven't got them trained into bringing that thumb drive in every time they come in. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But it would be nice to be able to keep this nearby. It would take up less room if it wasn't in the box, but having it in the box keeps things organized for me. So, you know, if I'm putting things in here to cut that many corners to make room, well, then I should just get a bigger case, if you know what I mean. So then I was thinking, I had everything in here, and it fits. If there was a way of me doing this, and I know there's a way, it's just me doing it, putting this on the lower part of the handle, and just leaving it there, strapping it on there. You know, I can cut a couple slices in it. I can run through it with a piece of leather strapping and a buckle, and I can just strap it right there. It's out of the way. It's high enough, and yet I can still put the handle down most of the way. I never put it down all the way because I gotta bend over. So I always keep it, you know, wherever it falls, which would be about there. So I can strap this right to the handle. Plus, it's up high enough so that it's not dragging on the ground when I tilt this back to roll it. So that's one of the options I was thinking about. And it's not too bad of an option. The other option I was thinking of is this. Now this is getting a little crazy. Bolt this here with a hinge on the bottom and a clamp up here. So when I want to use it, I can keep things in here. Because it's a slide draw, and the opening at this point is on the inside, I want it to go this way. But I don't want it to go all the way down. I just want it to come back enough so that when I open it, shit don't fall out. So that would be another option. I still have the option of putting the handle down to a point of where I normally keep it and back up again. So that's another option I'm thinking about. Just putting a little hinge on it so it will drop. Put a restraint here to stop it from going any further. And then at that point bring it back up and latch it. And it's done. She's locked in. And that will hold this, the speaker, the scanner. Tripod will not go in there, but I won't be able to drop it if it was in there. You know, I can probably even put the projector in there if I wanted to, or even the power cord in there. So that will give me a lot of open doors, if you know what I mean. And because we have the aluminum handles down here, it really wouldn't be a big deal to put a hinge, because all I'd have to do is get a small, they call them piano hinges. I guess they call them other things as well. But it's a long hinge, long and narrow. And if I got one of those, I can just put it right across here. I can put a little piece of block of 1 inch in the middle, and then just put the piano hinge right across. Put the other side right across here. And then when I hinge it, the whole thing will hinge, so I won't be having any of this. And then all I gotta do is put this up here. I think I do have some piano hinge here. This is what I'm talking about. Just a long hinge, and cut it the length that I want it to be, and not worry about it. So that is an option. Actually, I think that's going to be the best option, to be honest with you. Yeah, I like that option even better than this one. This one here looks a little bit neater, but this one is going to be a little bit more durable and give me more to work with. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me get some of this started real quick, but I first have to print something. I got to print out the test for tonight. I put that together. This was last week's test. We did a weekend drill, Saturday and Sunday, all day. Saturday it rained, soaking wet. And Sunday it was a little drizzly in the morning, and then the next thing you know I had a sunburn on my face. So we got a lot of time in on Sunday. I broke that up into 2 shifts per day. Instead of having it 1 shift, 8 hours and 8 hours, I broke it up into 2 4 hours. So at that point, we only had to get a 4-hour training shift in to get our point. And then if we did the second shift, that would be a second point. Because there's a lot of little rules in the bylaws that I can do that to get away with. And you know, and that's what you look for. You look for those little loopholes every now and then. So, all right, so let me turn this off. Let me get some work done. I'll be right back.